Yeah, so just enriching our life through the unknown, and allowing love and understanding into our life. We've just come through the big Scorpio full moon, and I know I don't know, I felt, I don't know how you felt about it, but I felt that there was some intensity there, but I felt a deepness of a connection to love. That was what I was really feeling in that. I did meditate and I did go deep. I did connect in with some things that have been going on in my life, and just going in a little bit deeper, diving deep as we do with Scorpio energy and moon. It's going into the depths of our soul and trying to find and discover what's deep down that we're still needing to recognize, and still needing to look deeper within. And I did actually do a beautiful ceremony for myself on this full moon, and I connected with some mermaid cards, and they were telling me a few things to do, so I just went with that, and I went in and understood what was still there within myself, and then energetically allowed some clearing to take place, to go to the root cause of things. And if we don't go in and go to the root cause of things, there's going to be that really strong draw to those things still in our lives. It's still going to be a really strong connection there, so that until we recognize it, until we go in within ourselves, until we don't have to know where it's come from, but we can just allow ourselves to go to the root of the cause, and in our meditation, and just allowing that to be dissolved, remove. There was curses and things, I think, that were deep from past lives and from earlier this life. It's come through. So we're going to be presented with things that we need to keep looking at. We need to keep going in. We need to keep nurturing ourselves in those healing moments. So, you notice I've put a rainbow in the comments, and the rainbow is significant to our chakras, and just allowing ourselves to go through our chakra system. And this is a beautiful reminder for us to be allowing ourselves to work with our chakras, and to a lot of the stuff with sacral chakra for me, a bit of root, but a lot of sacral chakra. I've had urinary tract infections and a bit of blood in my urine, so a lot of stuff coming up there for me in the past week or so, coming up to the full moon, and I know that's connected to relationships. I have healed a lot of stuff with the sacral chakra, but allowing ourselves to go in deeper, and the Scorpio moon is connected with the sacral chakra, with the feminine essence. So I don't know, maybe there's something there for you as well with that. I know my mother-in-law, she's got a urinary tract infection now. It might be significant for somebody else that comes up on live here. If there is anything that's going on with your sacral chakra that you're feeling right now, and you're feeling need to go a little bit deeper within your healing process, allow yourself to go deeper. Notice I've got some red on today, and I feel that that's connected also with your root chakra as well. They're all connected, okay? So that'll come connecting to your solar plexus as well, so they're all connected. And as we heal, in our chakra system, in our star centers, as the star mothers call them, they are our star centers. And as we heal from our past, from the conditioning and things that we have gone through for lifetimes, depending on how long you've been here, we're now to allow ourselves to open up to who we truly are, and this is this beautiful connection with the Scorpio moon. So yes, we've been through the Scorpio moon, but we're still going to feel the effects from Scorpio moon through this week. And I haven't really looked at a lot of the astrology. You'll notice that I'm not doing any more of the moon posts and doing that. And I feel, this is part of trusting the unknown. I've hardly looked at astrology. I've looked at it every now and then, but I'm not really drawn to it so much as I have been. I know that it's there. I know that these things are taking place, but I'm just allowing myself to connect, back in with me and back in with my true essence within me, to trust in what's really coming up for me and working with that, trusting in what I'm feeling within myself and trying to work with that more. So maybe that's the case for you. If it is, that's beautiful. But if you're feeling that you may be just a little bit disconnected from yourself, from what's going on around, from what's, you might be more connected to what's going on outside of you rather than what's going on within you. But that is a connection too, also to yourself, with the connection outside, depending on what it is that's showing up. But if we notice those things, then we can put 2 and 2 together, or maybe 3 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 just coming in together as 10, recognizing a lot of those things that are coming together in wholeness around us, that is being presented, that we can really take notice. And I think, the Scorpio moon is connected with other people's money, and Taurus moon, which is the opposite of the Scorpio moon, is connected with, your own value system and what you value and what you're growing. So there's that strong connection there, so I feel there's a strong connection with partnerships as well within this energy. So yeah, there might be something there for you with that. So yeah, just allowing yourself to work through what you're working through in your solar plexus, or your sacral chakra, or your base chakra, in that rainbow of your chakras, of your star centers, and allowing whatever you feel that's coming up to work through those things. You can do your own healing. We can get some healing from me if you're feeling connected. I can do online Reiki healings, or in person if you're feeling the need for that, which would be very, very beneficial. And yeah, just allowing yourself to sit, allowing yourself to go within, connecting with what your intuition is really telling you. Connecting with your intuition, your innate essence within you. Yeah. So, and the more we ignore it, the more we shut it away, the more it's going to be coming to us to push us to look at it, to heal those things, to do that energy work, that deep energy work. So yeah, maybe you need to dive a little bit deeper as well, where I'm bringing this message to you. And I've been guided to the Queen of the Moon Oracle to bring some messages through. This is by Stacey DeMarco. So I'm going to connect with the Queen of the Moon Oracle and just see if there's anything here that you may need to know, we may need to know as a group. Maybe this is connected with what I'm talking about with your chakra system, with what it is that you may need to look at now. There's a whole lot of cards coming out, so I just want one card, please. Here we go. One card. Okay, so this is protection. So there may need to be a little bit of protection for you. It's a waning crescent, so things, we're going into the waning crescent moon shortly, so there may need to be some protection for you. You're in a nest, there's that beautiful nest, and you may need to protect yourself and nurture yourself. But the bird there is carrying you, it's carrying you to where you need to go, but having trust in that, having trust in the unknown, allowing yourself to, I'm just getting connected with the child's pose in yoga. So this is, like a nurturing sort of a feel, but do you feel like you need to be protected in something? I'm just squeezing this. So is there something happening that you're tensed up about, maybe? I'm just squeezing this for some reason. So there might be a need to just relax, to let yourself just relax and allow love and understanding, which is what my connection to this live was at the beginning, to allow love and understanding in your life, to nurture yourself, and you are in a nest. So it's time to look after yourself, look after that nest that you have for yourself, your home, your inner home. Nurture yourself, protect yourself in your inner home, and look at what's going on within you. Maybe there's something being presented on the outside that you're feeling like you need to be protecting yourself from. So maybe if this is feeling like it's coming, feeling that you're connecting with this message, just go with it. And I'm just going to read from the book here and just see if there's any other messages that we need to know from this. So just here. So the bird, I feel that the birds, I've been connecting with birds a lot lately, so maybe there's some birds around for you that might be bringing in some sort of message for you. I connect with crows. I've been connecting with kookaburras. Kookaburras have been around me a fair bit lately. Crows and magpies. So maybe there's some bird there for you that you might be noticing. So just if you're aware of that, notice more, and then just check in with the spiritual significance of that bird. So this meaning of this card here is your higher power. However you describe this, is a loving and protective energy. You are loved and protected. Identify your fears. You can protect yourself better. Trust in yourself. So there's an affirmation here, and it says, I am loved and protected. So maybe use this affirmation for yourself and speak it out loud so that your body hears that, so that your innate intelligence hears that, so every cell of your body hears that. As we have been a child and our upbringing, we may not have felt protected. I'm just getting something like that. So knowing that the past, yes, it's taken place. Maybe we can relive the past, and we do relive the past if we haven't healed from the past, and we're still, playing that out within ourselves as a child. So just allow your inner child to know that it is loved, that it is nurtured and protected. So this affirmation will be beautiful to use. Maybe speak to your inner child, go within, talk to your inner child, tell her that you love her, tell her that she is safe now. She doesn't have to protect herself anymore from any harm, that she may be perceived that that's what's happening. This might help. So I am loved and protected. As the lunar cycle comes to the last set of crescents, in this case the waning ones, we know that the dark moon is close, and so is the fresh start of the beautiful new moon. So maybe this might be a message for you to work on this, so that you're cleared of all of this stuff and you know that you can move forward after this new moon takes place, if you've done that healing within yourself. Here is our chance to let go of our resistance, surrender and let go. So we are safe, we truly are safe and loved here on this earth. Sometimes the outside circumstances don't show that, but that's everyone's fear coming up. That's the fear coming up, that nobody, well, there's some people that are allowing that surrender to take place and allowing love in. So if we can do that, if we can trust in the unknown, heal from our past, allow love, because everything is love, and surrender to love, surrender to the universe, knowing that you are safe and you are protected. To do that with confidence, so let yourself, let any resistance go, okay? So surrender and let go. So you might feel that you're tensing your body, there's some anxiety taking place, and just allow yourself, like the breath is really good if you breathe in deep and breathe out, and just breathe in love, and breathe out any stress and anxiety, and do that deeply and allow yourself to release it, and do that whenever you feel tensed up. And you might not really recognize it when you're being tensed up, but when you start to do that breathing and start to allow yourself to let go, allow your muscles to release the tension, release the resistance. This is all that it is. It's all the resistance to the unknown, the resistance to not knowing anything different to what we've known already. And it's the unknown of our change that we're taking place on this earth. But everything's okay. We're just changing our evolution of our own DNA here on this earth, so that we can, the new earth's here, but we need to actually allow that to take place within ourselves now. So this resistance will come up if we're feeling the fear of this new earth. There's nothing to fear. It's okay to let go and to allow this new earth to take place. It's different because we haven't felt this energy before. This energy is really, really high vibration. So people are not used to the high vibration. That's why they want to stay in the lower vibrations, because it feels comfortable. So we need to allow that ourselves to know that that's what's happening, and to allow ourselves to just feel into the changes and allow that to take place with ease and flow, like the river. Okay, so just allow yourself to connect with the water of the river and allow yourself to flow. Yes, there's obstacles in the way, but the water still flows around those obstacles, don't they? So allow yourself to flow. Do not resist. We don't want to swim upstream. We just want to flow with it. Those obstacles that are in our place, we just want to allow ourselves to flow. Have the intention to flow our life with the river, the flow of the river, the flow of the feminine essence that is within us, that nurturing essence, that love. Okay. To do that with confidence, we may feel that we need some support from the universe, or whatever we believe our higher power to be. That support can take the form of feeling protected from whatever might happen, and helping us get to the courage to release what needs to go. Witches and other pagan practitioners who use the lunar and seasonal energies are often asked to assist people with spells, techniques, and even talismans of protection. These darker moons and the dark moon itself provide a great time to create and cast for this purpose. An easy way is to plug into the earth, raise that benevolent and loving energy, and turn to the 4 directions. For us in the southern hemisphere, it's the east is air, so that's our wind element. The north, the fire. The west is the water, and the south is the earth. And for those in the northern hemisphere, I just have to check. I think that's in the east is water, in the north is fire, I think, still. You just have to double check with that. In the west is air, in the south is earth. Just check, because I'm not 100% sure with the northern hemisphere, just off the top of my head. So connect with those directions. I do that every morning, and I invite the dragons in, asking each direction to shield and protect you, which I do. I ask the dragons of those directions to come in for me, and in your endeavours. Then finally connect with the moon herself, with you as a conduit in the middle, brimming full of power and confidence, because we have so much power within us. We sometimes are afraid of that power that we have within us. Trust in yourself to do what you need to do. And there's a companion stone here, which is black tourmaline. Maybe you need that stone of black tourmaline, which can help to give you that protection. But as we start to raise our vibration, raise our consciousness, we don't need that protection so much anymore. We don't have that feeling that we need that protection so much. That love that is from the universe, that's who we are. When we start to open our heart to the love of the universe, when we start to have that balance within our chakras, we begin to have that power back in within us, and our essence, our feminine, sacred, divine feminine essence is whole within us, and then we radiate that beautiful light out, and that light is our auric field, that is our Merkaba, and when we grow that, and when we allow that to awaken again, because we've forgotten about it in the past, when we can allow that to come back on board and allow our feminine essence, our beautiful, compassionate, powerful, sacred, divine feminine power to come back, we are that love, we are that power, and nothing else can harm, nothing else outside. But in saying that, when we're feeling that things can harm us on the outside, we're allowing that to happen. We have the power to not allow that to happen. So, you can have an intention to say, you work on your chakras, you work on your heart, and you ask that your Merkaba field, you can even ask star mothers to come in and help you, to open up your sacred, divine, feminine essence within you, and open up your energy field so that you are loved, that you're radiating your love and your light out. Ask that your shield is whole, sealed and complete, and only love and light can permeate and penetrate. You do not allow others to interfere with your energy anymore. You don't give permission for that, and don't give your energy away. When you're thinking, like your thoughts and things, this is when we recognize when our thoughts are going towards other people or other situations or things. That's when our power is taken from us, and that's when we recognize that we're giving our power away. So when you're doing that, stop yourself and begin to create something else in your mind, so that you're getting off that thought that's not really serving you. Maybe a thought of somebody else, maybe a thought of a situation, maybe a thought of something that's happened in your childhood, something, there's just examples, but hop off that. Maybe there's a reason for that, but then if there's that reason, recognize it and say thank you, and then you may need to go a little bit deeper with the healing. Do that. If you can do that, if you need help, call on me to do some energy healing for you. And then, you just, in that moment when you recognize that, notice that, okay, the awareness of that will make that change for you, and then you can start to bring your thoughts to something that you really love, change that DNA within you, change that neural pathway in your mind, in your DNA, to something that you love. Maybe even I've got some white roses, just thinking of how beautiful the white roses are, or thinking of the sun and how beautiful that sun, that beautiful, beautiful radiant energy comes in, and brightens up my day, or those beautiful kookaburras. Bring those beautiful kookaburras in, and laughing, and bringing back some more joy into your life, because we have missed that. We're missing joy in our lives, and that's what God, the Creator, the universe, wants us to open back up to, is the joy that's truly within us. That inner child, that's your inner child that's missing that joy. So just see what this live has brought for you. I hope it's helped in some way for you. And just love yourself. Just flow with what's happening in your life. Accept. The biggest thing is acceptance of what's happening in your life. Accepting and knowing that it's there for a reason, but knowing that you have the power to be able to create something different. If you want to create something different, if it's not feeling so good for you, you have the power to be able to create. So that's that sacred divine feminine within us, beautiful women. So we do have that power to create. So thank you for being here, and I will be back at some stage. I'm not really sure. There's things changing in my life, so there's things changing. So I'm not really sure where things are changing. So that's the unknown for me too. So I'm just connecting in with my heart and knowing that when you connect in with trust and with faith in the unknown, in the universe, knowing that when you can release those fears, because fear only keeps holding you back, do that work for yourself, because you are the only one that can change your life. You can look for things on the outside, you can get help from others, but you do really have that power within yourself to be able to go deep, to be able to heal. So love to you all, okay? And I will check in with you again soon. Bye for now.